The Malden Mavericks look to rebound after a tough loss last week. Could the Mavs get past the Patriots from J.L. Mann? A bunch of rivalry games early in the season so far, no different tonight. Seneca tries to tame the Daniel Lions. And our game of the week, a dandy. It takes us to Boiling Springs. The Bulldogs welcome T.L. Hanna, a 5A collision in Week 2. Just some of the games we're covering for you tonight. Get hyped, it's Friday night. It's Friday Night Blitz.
Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Benson Hyundai, Lake Keowee Dodge, and Subway.
Welcome into Week 2 of Friday Night Blitz here on Fox Carolina. Hey there, I'm Aaron Cheslock. We'll begin as we always do with tonight's Lake Keowee Chrysler Dodge Jeep game of the week between T.L. Hanna and Boiling Springs. And we asked you to vote on who you think would win the game of the week matchup. With 73% of the vote, the fans think T.L. Hanna will come out victorious, and we will find out together as Fox Carolina's Shannon Somerville joins us live from the sidelines. And Shannon is certainly set up as a gem.
Yeah, absolutely. Another battle of the unbeatens. Of course, Boiling Springs hosting T.L. Hanna, who now 2-0 on the season entering this game. And Week 2, game of the week, did not disappoint. Check it out. The Boiling Springs Bulldogs hosting the state's third-ranked team, T.L. Hanna. Both teams unbeaten entering Week 2. The Yellow Jackets hoping to keep it that way. First quarter, junior quarterback Alex Meredith fires to the corner of the end zone. Braylon Peterson hauls it in for the 27-yard score. Yellow Jackets on the board first at 7-0, but the Bulldogs bounce back and answer with a very nice drive of their own. Dawson Taylor, the Southpaw QB, 32-yard pass to Chance Guest, and Boiling Springs is at the doorstep. Anthony Rodriguez punches it in for the 4-yard score, and that ties it up at 7. A little later in the first, Tylee Morrison on 3rd and 1 goes all the way for the 27-yard touchdown. Alex Meredith would take it in for the 2-point conversion to give T.L. Hanna the 15-7 lead. Later in the first half, 1st and 10 on the 45. Yellow Jackets looking for more, but fumble the ball. Storm Duck recovers for the Bulldogs on the 38. But the Bulldogs not able to cash in on the ensuing drive, but they would find the end zone a little later on. Dawson Taylor's drops back, finds Najee Thompson. 18-yard touchdown, the 2-point conversion no good, so T.L. Hanna up 15-13 at the half. Another close one. T.L. Hanna would go on to win this one. 29-20 was the final. Another exciting win for head coach Jeff Herron. I'm going to bring him in right now. Coach, another emotional win for you guys. What's your assessment of how you guys played out there today?
Well, I didn't think we played real well. We had a lot of mistakes. We turned the ball over several times, but you got to give Boiling Springs credit. They're very well coached. They're very physical, and they did not give up. They fought really hard, and it was a tough game. It could have gone either way, but in the end, our guys made a few more plays, and we're happy to get out of here with a win.
This is the second time in the last 3 weeks we've talked to you in the winner's circle. What has most impressed you about this team?
Well, this team started the year last year 0-3. And, when they get behind, you can almost see it in their eyes. They won't want to know what's going to happen badly. But they're growing up, and it's been fun to watch that they're learning that they can overcome adversity. And, they're great kids, and they've bought into everything we're trying to do. And, we're not real well coached right now. We sometimes do stupid things, but they're believing in each other, and that impresses me about them.
And what does this do for your confidence? You're now 3-0, moving on in the season.
Well, as I told someone earlier, the way the playoffs are now in the region and all that, really these games don't mean anything. We're glad we win, but it doesn't help us win the region, doesn't help us playoff-wise, anything like that. So we just got to take them, use the momentum, and try to get a little bit better each week.
All right, Coach, thank you so much. Enjoy the win, and hopefully we'll see you again in the winner's circle here again soon.
You're a good luck charm, and we also need to wish Heather a happy anniversary.
Yes, we do. Our photog, Marco
out tonight, which is
exactly
surprising.
Thanks, Coach. Yeah, that's right. Our photog, Marco, is celebrating his 16-year wedding anniversary. So, Heather, I'll send him home to you soon, I swear. All right, Aaron, back to you.
Shannon, thanks. I like that. Taking care of business on both fronts. We'll catch up with you a little later, find out where we're going next week for Game of the Week. Meanwhile, a big rivalry tonight between Seneca and Daniel. It's Hall of Fame night. Both teams looking for win number 2.
Hey, you know what's going to make these highlights and this barbecue a little better? A little sauce.
You're going to clean the camera after that. Man, this game all defense. If you like that, strap in. First quarter, Seneca's Cole Bay picked off by David Coate. Still no score. That's Hunter Pearson making it 3-0 Bobcats. We're in the second quarter to the third now. It's Dallas Odom. He's picked off by Cameron McCutcheon. Seneca looking to make them pay. Here is Jeremiah Mackey. 82 yards right up the gut to pay dirt. 10-0 Seneca. They go on to win it 13-0. Belton Honeypath hosting Easley. Emotional before the game. BHP Stadium dedicated to Marley Gambrell. It is the first time in 50 years he's not on the sidelines. First quarter, first drive for BHP. Camden Bratcher handing off to R.J. Ellis. And it's fumbled, recovered by the Green Wave. BHP getting it back. And here's Breland Sampson from 5 yards out. 7-0, Bears on top. Next drive, same result. Bratcher handing off to Ellis, a 12-yard score. The Bears on top 14-0 now. Just before half, the final ticks. Bratcher to Zy Scott. It's 21 zilch, and BHP would blow out easily 43-14.
Hey, Aaron Cheslock, I got some sports news for you.
More like a prediction than news, but I get it. Winless Dorman at Hillcrest. They're without SC commit Quindarius Jefferson. Pick it up in the first. Dorman's ball, Ben Batson. Zach Hillstock. Touchdown, 9-7. Second quarter, Hillcrest punting blocked by Dorman. Deshaun Anderson into the end zone, and the Cavs would cruise from there, 35-18. Dorman in the wing column. The JL Man Patriots fired up, hosting Malden first-year head coach Harry Cabanis, returning to his alma mater more than a decade later. Pick it up in the first, Malden deep in man territory. Mitch Norman fakes a handoff, QB sneak, 11-yard scamper for 6. Malden up by a touchdown. Malden would then get the onside kick, and it leads to another Mavs touchdown. First one was number 11, this one's number 12. Jason Branham from 2 yards out. Then it is Branham again after a blocked punt. Another score. Not the start man wanted. Mavs go on to dominate all over JL Man in this one, 60-6. Burns has been hosting a lot of national powers lately. This one no different. Don Bosco Prep from New Jersey. New coaches featured in on both these sidelines. That's Liam O'Malley handing off to James Johnson. 7-0 Bosco. Second quarter, Rebels trying to come back. DJ Peak to Ben Henso running it in. All of a sudden, we have a tie score. Later in the second, Bosco looking to come back. Here's a handoff to James Jobson. That'd be another touchdown, but Burns would come from behind in the end. A big-time win for the Rebels, 24-21. Another out-of-town game, Etowah visiting Spartanburg, bringing back former Vikings coach Chris Pack. Pick it up in the first. It is 0-0. Deontay Cartilage to the Cameron Robinson. Sorry about that. 6-0 right there. A little bit later, 12-0 now. Cartilage throwing to Damaje Foster. The all-everything player for Spartanburg gets into the end zone. Last check, we are in the fourth quarter. We have a final here. Spartanburg with the big win, 39-25. Meanwhile, Coach Shane Clark taking Blue Ridge to the reservation, looking for a second win, taking on Riverside. Picking up in the third, Andrew Brown throwing to Cody Jones. That's a 9-yard score. The 2-point conversion, no good, so it's 27-7 Riverside. Remember that. It's very important. Later in the third quarter, here's Jake Smith handing off to Tyree Coldfield. That's in for a touchdown, so now it is 27-14 Riverside. Fourth quarter score, Smith handing to Coldfield again. 6 yards in, 27-20 Riverside, and Blue Ridge would score with 11 seconds left, and they end up winning it by 1. Remember that missed 2-pointer? 28-27 in favor of Blue Ridge. Jeff Turner Woodmont, meanwhile, hosting Wade Hampton. If you like defense, there was an awful lot of that in this one. Certainly early, both defenses dominant, both offenses with a tough time getting going. We went scoreless into the half. It'd be all Woodmont in the second, however. They get the shutout, 19-0. Now to your Benson Hyundai scoreboard. Greer shutting out Clinton, 41-0. Greenville winning at home, 48-6 over Carolina. Westside, meanwhile, all over Hart County, 32-7. Lawrence falls at Chapman, 61-24. York beating Union County 27-20. We have plenty more to get to here on Friday Night Blitz, including the Wren Hurricanes, who hope to storm past Powdersville. Christchurch, on the other hand, always dangerous at home, taking on West Oak. Both squads looking for their first win. Chesney and Woodruff playing their game a day early. One of them bringing the hammer last night. All that and more yours. Good ahead on Friday Night Blitz.
Friday Night Blitz, Game of the Week, sponsored by Lake Keowee Dodge. Friday Night Blitz scoreboard, sponsored by Benson Hyundai.
Welcome back to Friday Night Blitz here on Fox Carolina. Let's get back to the action. We'll start with Jeff Tate's Wren Hurricanes, hoping to knock off the Powdersville Patriots.
Powdersville's going to beat Wren tonight on Friday Night Blitz. Let's go!
Wren's dual threat quarterback Tyrell Jackson leading his team against Powdersville. A backyard battle here. We'll pick it up in the first. It is 3-0 Wren ball, or Wren in front. Powdersville ball. Keith Becknell to Tay Curtin. Long touchdown pass puts the Patriots on top, 7-3. Second quarter action. Wren trying to come back. Got a handoff into the end zone. That would make it 10-7. Hurricanes on top. Later in the second, Tyler Cherry getting the ball. Short touchdown puts the Hurricanes on top, 17-7. And then we are still same score in the second. It's Keith Becknell to Jordan Meekins. Cuts the lead to 3. That'd be the last score, however. We have a Powdersville win, 38-17. Don Frost hosting West Oak. Both teams looking for their first win. Picking up late first. Christchurch up big. West Oak driving. Jackson Davis fires over the middle. Picked off by Thomas Slade. And the Cavs would capitalize. Ellis Millwood. A strike to Hayden Brown. Christchurch cruising. Second quarter now. West Oak again. Davis picked off again. This time it's Jack Sanford committing the theft. Cavs looking to put this one away early. They do just that. Millwood rolling out. Graham Haley lurking in the end zone. Cavs take a 6-touchdown lead, putting cruise control from there. Don Frost bunch. The win, 50-0.
You're watching Friday Night Blitz, and the series are all in.
Broome taking on Landrum Centurions, looking to capitalize on a stellar start to the year. Big reason why, this guy, Brendan Taylor. QB keeper, 3-yard touchdown, already with a Player of the Week award in his pocket. Second quarter, it is Taylor again, looking for David Miller, 25-yard touchdown. Landrum could not do anything to stop the Centurions, 35-0. Landrum blanked by Broome.
It's not about the rain, it's about a longer Labor Day weekend.
Ain't that the truth? All right, pick it up in the first. Woodruff taking on Chesney. Tyler West picked off by Alex Lee, and he would go all the way back. Eagles on top, 7-0. Later in the first, here's West again, getting Omarion McKelvin, and he's in from 10 yards out. Chesney trying to come back. Kyler Reagan will push in from 3 yards out, and the Eagles would soar from there all over Woodruff, 42-28. Back to your Benson Hyundai scoreboard. Walhalla blanking Travelers Rest 30-0. Pendleton down by Palmetto 27-7. Abbeville winners at home 56-21 over Emerald. Liberty over Pickens 21-7. All right, tonight's Subway Play of the Week. You just saw it. Wren at Powdersville. First quarter, Wren up 3-0. It's Keith Becknell, the low snap, finding Tay Curtin. One juke, he's gone. Powdersville up 7-3 rather, and they go on for the win. All right, Fox Carolina's Kendra Kent out and about looking for our Spirit of the Week. We saw a lot of great fans at all the games we're covering. Tonight, we found our Spirit of the Week at the matchup between McCormick and Southside Christian. Kendra?
Hey there, Aaron. I'm out here at Southside Christian High School looking for Spirit of the Week, and it was easy to find. I hit the student section this time, and I found some very excited freshmen and their ringleader, Shane Gallagher, who's decked out. He's decked out in his Hawaiian gear. And tell us a little why you love this football team so much, why you get so excited.
Well, Southside Christian football is obviously the best. We got the most spirit. I mean, we're all decked out in Hawaiian for Hawaiian Day, so I don't see why you wouldn't want to be here.
Exactly. And, you know, going into this season, what would you tell the team? What motivational words would you have for the players?
Hard work's definitely the way to go, and a quote from Ray Lewis is, pain is a gift from God. So, hard work, no pain, no gain.
Yeah, it's going to be some big-time hard work out there. And we've got a prize pack for you, some T-shirts and hats. Yeah, there you go. Sporting the Fox Carolina gear. All right, so is everybody here, y'all, all freshmen, getting really fired up? You excited for this game tonight?
Yeah!
All right, back to you, Aaron.
Kendra, thanks. Find us next week. You could be our Spirit of the Week any game this season. All right, we have plenty more to get to coming up. We'll find out who you voted for as our Player of the Week, plus more football to get to. How about Southside Christian? We'll find out what happened in their game. A big date with McCormick. Who would come out on top?
Don't go anywhere. Friday Night Blitz will be right back.
Friday Night Blitz Play of the Week, sponsored by Subway.
And welcome back. Time now for our Player of the Week for Week 1, and this one a doozy. Thousands of you making your voices heard, closely contested to the end. With about 41% of the fan vote, it is the quarterback from Eastside taking home the trophy.
Jordan Morgan, guys.
Eagles gunslinger Jordan Morgan, a heck of a game in Week 1. 21 for 31. 381 passing yards, 6 touchdowns. Morgan beating out very impressive performances by Westside's running back Paul Johnson and Wren quarterback Tyrell Jackson. Morgan says those guys deserve a lot of recognition, too.
First off, you know, the Tyrell Jackson from Wren, you know, EPT family, and Paul, man, they had great games this week, you know, so hats off to them. You know, I know they wanted this, and, you know, they can have a piece of it, too. They earned it. But, you know, to administration, to the student government that I know they voted probably at least 10 times each, and a lot of kids, my football team got behind me, you know, administration got behind me, and just the community of Eastside to come together as one. Thank you so much. This is for y'all. You know, this isn't just for me. This is for everybody. You know, I couldn't have done it without you. Couldn't have done it with my teammates and for the community.
Very humble young man. Good on him. From all of us here at Fox Carolina, congratulations to Jordan Morgan, our Week 1 Player of the Week. Make sure to head to foxcarolina.com starting tomorrow to vote for our Week 2 nominees. All right, more highlights to get to, and this one, a good one between McCormick and Southside Christian.
R-R-E-S-S-A-V-R-E-S, go Sabres!
Mike Sonneborn and the Sabres trying to hold off McCormick. Pick it up in the first. Third down for Anthony McFadden from 9 yards out. Sabres on top 7-0. McCormick strikes right back on their second play on offense. A really good one here. Mateo Durant. He's a Duke commit. Rumbling for 75 yards. Almost untouched. Got a tie ball game. Later in the first, J.W. Hertzberg finding Bryson Cheek from 7 yards out. Sabres up 14-6. They go on to a 65-28 win. Back to your Benson Hyundai scoreboard. Ridgeview winning at 96, 28-7. St. Joe's all over Ware Shoals, 33-8. Blacksburg falls to Indian Land, 37-13. Dixie knocks off Camden Military, 34-6. All right, let's head back out to Shannon Somerville. Joins us live from our Lake Kiwi Chrysler Dodge Jeep Game of the Week. TL Hanna and Boiling Springs. And Shannon, the Jackets came out on top.
Yes, they did. TL Hanna winning this one 29-20. It was a close game, though, all the way. Boiling Springs made it quite a game there at the end. And we did get a chance to talk to TL Hanna head coach Jeff Herron, and he said he was actually a little disappointed with the way that his team played out there today. And he said that he's happy with the way that they performed, but he wants to see them do a little bit better. Now, they are 3-0 right now, but that's not something that he's really that concerned with. He says they've got a lot more to prove this season, and that is certainly true. Next week, they head to BHP, and meanwhile, Boiling Springs will host Rock Hill, so both of them have a tough test coming up next week. We want to thank Boiling Springs for having us out here and hosting us, and next week, our Game of the Week heads to Daniel High School as Daniel hosts Greer. Aaron, back to you.
All right, Shannon, thank you very much. What a game that one should set up as Greer against Daniel. Shannon, great job as always. Before we let you go, we want to thank you for joining us and give one last thank you to the clients who make this show possible, and I'll list them for you right now. Friday Night Blitz sponsored by Benson Hyundai, Lake Kiwi, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Subway. We'll have more news, sports, and weather coming up right after this. We'll see you back here next Friday at 10:30 right here on Fox Carolina. Thanks for joining us.